I'd now like to invite Mr. Sanjeev Iyer, President, Pan IIM Alumni Singapore, to deliver the opening address. Sanjeev.
Prime Minister Mr. Lee Hsien Loong, Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana, Mr. K. Chandrasekhar Rao, Her Excellency High Commissioner of India, Mrs. Vijay Thakur Singh, Ambassador Gopinath Pillai, distinguished speakers, fellow alumni, distinguished guests. Very good evening to all of you. What a proud moment this is for all of us. It's a milestone to have the Prime Minister of the country to be the guest of honor. Let's give him a big round of applause. This has been a phenomenal journey for many of us. There are many here who started the journey in 2005 when we had the first IIM Pact here in Singapore. And DPM Thurman, who was finance minister then, was the guest of honor. We have steadily grown. What used to be a simple alumni networking initiative has grown by leaps and bounds. And last year was the first step change, which is to move it from a local alumni initiative into something that is global. We have the architects of both of those, the genesis as well as the step change here in the room, and I want to acknowledge them. The founder of IIM Pact, Venki Krishnakumar, is here, and the first global IIM meet that took place, IIM Pact 2013, Girija Pandey was the chairman of the organizing committee. So we really have come a long way. And why are we doing this? So one of those objectives is that we lead change to create success in the businesses that we lead or in the society and also the societies that we live. So it is to drive significant change, and therefore the theme that we have for this year's event, I Am the Change, is really quite appropriate in the sense that we need to take charge of our destinies and therefore lead the change rather than just being affected by the change. The other also, since India is a constant theme, almost all of the IIM alumni are Indians, and they have made Singapore their home. So to act as the important bridge between resurgent India and Singapore, and through this bridge, a link into the rest of the world. So these are really the two key objectives that we have put together for this. A little bit about this year's event. I was mentioning to PM earlier, last year we had about 700 participants. This year, our objective was 1,000 people, and till about a few weeks back or a couple of weeks back, we were wondering what number we'll get to. What's interesting is a couple of days back, we had to close the registrations, and despite that, we are at a staggering 1,100 delegates in this event. So significantly bigger in terms of size for sure. We are also significantly bigger in terms of the range of topics that we are covering this year. So overall, it is 1,100 delegates, 40 speakers, participants from 7 different countries. So it is becoming bigger in terms of scale, scope, and magnitude as we speak. So most of it, of course, as the event evolves. Once again, to share a couple of other statistics with you, for the opening session today, Friday afternoon opening, more often than not, in most places, and particularly Singapore being so work-centric, we were worried what numbers might we get. So the general consensus was about 300 and 400 or 400 people, and we ended up somewhere between 700 to 800 at the opening session itself. And of course, as you can see, there are people everywhere. Every table is full, and it is 1,100 people here in the room. So where do we go from here? So some of our vision objectives they are, basically, there are about 25,000 to 30,000 IIM alumni around the globe. We want this to be the hub for that alumni diaspora to come together and form that hub and launch all of these initiatives that I talked about earlier. That's one vision that we have. The other vision we have, and a number of people have expressed it, is to establish an IIM in Singapore. There are already increasing numbers of IIMs in India, but the first overseas IIM to be established here. Now, why do I believe that it is possible to do so? We believe that it is possible to do so because, firstly, IIM Pact, as that has evolved from where it used to be to where it is today, it is because there is a bunch of dedicated people who believe in that cause, completely voluntary effort, and we have brought it to the scale, magnitude, and the excellence that we have today. So we do have the people who can make it happen. We do have the commitment who can make it happen. The second enabler, which is really important, is Singapore is a hub for many, many things. It's a financial hub, it's a transportation hub. I can rattle off quite a few. So why can't it be a hub for the entire IIM alumni diaspora? So that's the second enabler or the belief point that you could say. The third one, which is really very important, is where else can you find where the former president, and I do, before I say that, as an enabler, I do want to acknowledge we wouldn't have come this far in IIM Pact without the push, the support, and the guidance that we got from President S.R. Nathan. So please can we all give him a big hand for being the driving force for IIM Pact to where it is today. So anyway, that is a significant enabler to begin with. We have DPM Thurman, who's been with us from the genesis till now. But most significantly, now we can count even the Prime Minister of the country to be part of this enabling mechanism that exists. So when I look at the support from Singapore government for this, from various agencies, and for example, our strategic partner for this year and even last year is Economic Development Board. So where else can you find this confluence of factors where everything that you desire for such a hub to exist is already in place? So that is a thought that I want to leave all of you with, and picture this in your mind. Maybe a couple of iterations later, it will be a made in Singapore hub. That is the hub for the think tank, if you want to give it a name, but basically a diaspora of hub for the diaspora of all of the IIM alumni who within themselves, they form a significantly powerful network. But more than that, they extend into all the other parts that we get into. So that's really the long-term vision that I'm talking about. In the shorter term, IIM Pact is also going to evolve into various other initiatives, a couple of them that you saw being mentioned here, which is things like IIM Print, which is giving back to the society. So that exercise has already begun, and we have had 2 rounds of those. IIM Part, which again is something that Mr. Nathan mentioned to me. He said, you all guys, you have management expertise. There are plenty of NGOs doing social work, so why can't you guys do something different? And that is the genesis of this thought, which is a mentorship program and a platform for the SMEs in Singapore and leading on to linking them up with SMEs in India. And the other one, which is family-centric, which is IIM Prescience. So really, these are the various thoughts that we have, and this is the vision that we have. And of course, this is the platform that has been created. So once again, thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, for being the guest of honor, and Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana here as well. And of course, thanks to all of you for being here, because it is your presence that creates a success. So thanks again. Enjoy the event.